Hello and welcome to my Inktober review for 2023, where I'll be going over my thoughts on this year's prompts and show off what I completed for this year, along with a very special extra at the end. To start things off, this year I wanted to create pieces that would be easily recognizable to the prompt. I think a majority of them I did happen to pull this off this way, but some of them not so much. I also leaned into doing quite a bit of fan art this year, and I also created a catgirl character that was used in multiple prompts as well. Since I'm considering making her a staple character for future Inktober's, I've settled on naming her Inkira. And so for day one, I start with our new catgirl character Inkira napping and dreaming away for the prompt Dream. For day two's prompt, Spiders, I create a Spider-Woman hybrid character. Day three's prompt is Path, so I drew a cute character walking along a path. I created a warrior girl dodging a sword swing for day four's prompt, Dodge. Inkira makes her return for day five's prompt, Map, where she finds a map to a mysterious shrimp-looking island. Day 6 was a little tricky as the prompt was golden, and I normally draw characters, but the first thing to pop in my mind was the golden switch from Harry Potter. For day 7, the prompt was Drip, so I drew Inkira dripping from the rain. I wanted to do something special for day 8 as my husband helped me decide how to draw Toad, which was the prompt. So for part 1, I had him sitting next to mushrooms. And then in part 2, I had him tripping out from eating those mushrooms. The prompt for day 9 was probably my least favorite as it was bounce, so I drew a character that was bouncing on a trampoline. Day 10, I kept it a little simple and drew a cute fortune cookie for the prompt Fortune. On day 11, I was a little stumped, so I actually used Google to help for reference as I recalled a cartoon character named Wander, but never actually watched Wander Over Yonder. Let me know if it's worth the watch in the comments. I was also almost stumped for day 12's prompt Spicy, as the first thing I thought of was a spicy pepper, but came up with the idea for a spicy demon girl to eat it. Day 13 was Rise, so I brought back Inkira rising from her bed after a long sleep. And since the 13th was a Friday, I decided to do a bonus piece and drew a little Jason. I worked extra hard on the prompt for Castle, which was day 14, and drew the castle from Howl's Moving Castle along with Sophie. Day 15 was Dagger, so I drew the first character I could think of that usually holds daggers, and that was of course Saikuya from Tahoe Project. On day 16, the prompt was Angel, and I definitely wanted to be able to draw Sailor Moon during this year's list, so this seemed like the perfect fit. The prompt for day 17, Demon, was a no-brainer, so I drew Nezuko from Demon Slayer, which I should probably catch up on watching as I've only seen the first season. I came close to freaking out for day 18's prompt Saddle, as I didn't really want to draw a horse, but remembered our good old traveling mount from Final Fantasy, a chocobo. Day 19 was Plump, and I could not get the image of a plump Luffy from overeating out of my head, so that's what I decided on. For the prompt Frost, for day 20, I drew my favorite Frost character, Jack Frost, from Rise of the Guardians. I went ahead and leaned into the idea of more fan art for more of the prompts. So for day 21, for Chains, I drew Nagato from Danganronpa. Day 22 was Scratchy, so of course Meowth using a scratch type move seemed perfect. On day 23, I would succumb to drawing a horse type character, as the prompt was celestial, and Princess Celestia was the only thing I could think of. Shallow was the prompt for day 24, and I was racking my brain on how to show an emotion before settling on drawing a shallow body of water with a mermaid stuck in it. The prompt for day 25 was dangerous, so I drew my favorite dangerous Disney villain, Scar. For day 26, I drew a lovely lady removing her shirt for the prompt remove. I couldn't help but draw Beast from Beauty and the Beast for day 27's prompt Beast, as it's my favorite Disney movie. Inktober returned for the prompt Sparkle for day 28, as she has sparkling, admiring eyes. On day 29, the prompt was massive, so I drew Kirika from the obscure anime Inken, which, yes, she is definitely massive in her chest area. On day 30, the prompt was brush, so I drew the typical schoolgirl rushing with toast. The final day, day 31, was fire, and I just couldn't resist drawing a cute, anxious dumpster fire. And that's all my pieces for this year's Inktober. What did you think about this year's prompt list? And did you complete one yourself? Please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to see them. And with that, here comes the special extra I talked about. So last week, I asked you all to please like your favorite short, and I would complete it. And with 17 likes, the prompt for Spicy won. So here's a little speed paint of me completing that piece. I hope you enjoy.